Katemba agenze maaso n'okukolebwa wano ku kkooti y'amagye e Makindye. Baganda bange, mikwano gyange, bwe tubadde nga tuli mu kuwuliriza omusango gw'omukulu retired Dr. Kooti Besigye, ate munnange kkooti yo bazifudde kazannyo. Baganda bange, mikwano gyange, twongera obajjukiza nti bano abakulu bagenda kukola buli kimu, naye ate tebagenda kujja munnayuganda yenna ku mulamwa oba bakoze katemba oba tebakoze katemba. Bannayuganda bategeera, bamanyi ekituufu, ate era n'ekyokukola tukimanyi. Ate atwongera obajjukiza n'obategeeza nti ono yenna katemba agenda mu maaso n'okukolebwa musasulire katemba ono yenna musasulire, naye nga mwenna abakola katemba oba nomination zammwe twongera obategeeza nti tebitukwatako. Tekana ebisesa bisesa, naye nga ate lwaki oba okola katemba nga abaana ba national platform temubawa access bokukola kituufu kye balina kukola. Twongera obategeeza n'obajjukiza nti byonna ebikolebwa mu kkooti muno katemba yenna alimu, katemba yenna akolebwa. Abakulu bano mu magye ne bano bannabyabufuzi abali ku byabwe.
This is here, we can present it to them, they sign, we find it. If that can do, if it can suffice, we are ready to comply with that. But if we are to access instructions, that is no. The last thing is the chairman. His insisting 3 months. Right now, I have a right to practice without a renewed PC. Right now, until 1st March. So we are in January. We have all this grace period to process the practice certificate. I thought, as the advisor of this course, shouldn't even have raised this man. That is raising such a matter when he's supposed to be the senior advisor to this General Court Martial. I know even if a grace period is there, you must come with the preceding certificate. It's what we want. Look, expired. We want that one. You want an expired one? Showing that you are practicing. Yes, the one which shows that you are practicing, but you are waiting to renew. The only lawyer who has the 2025 PC now is Martha Karua. In Uganda. We want the whole of Uganda. It's only Martha Karua right now. We want it.
Mr. Chairman.
You see, I am mandated by law. I don't think that you have practiced law more than me. So when I want the practicing certificate of the preceding year, it shows that you are waiting to renew. Why don't you want to bring it?
Mr. Chairman, for the record,
others have filed it. Why did they file and you have not filed?
That was the last year.
Please, if you are not among the three, I would like to hear from Mr. Katemba.
Mr. Chairman, from his mouth, Colonel Dr. Besigye.
He has somebody sitting in for him. Is that allowed? Yes, from his law firm is here.
Another one is Kadukulu.
Mr. Chairman, I'm afraid.
You are free to talk to council.
And my colleague, Mr. Kooti, Mr. Katemba is not present in this course. It's in this course, that's why it's
Mr. Chairman, I joined the issue with my senior colleague that because the year ends on the 31st, the process of inspecting chambers starts near the end of the year and also continues up to in January and also February. And the Law Council can only issue practicing certificates after they have inspected the chambers. So it is correct that we have a grace period up to the 1st of March. So apart from my colleague who has been given special dispensation today, my colleague Mr. Wabo is correct that all of us, self-inclusive, don't have pieces for 2025, so we are just acting under the umbrella of the grace period. We urge kindly ask the court to accommodate us just like the other courts have done, because it is the practice. Otherwise, they will bring one of
So, Council, are you ready to proceed with the proceedings?
My colleagues have raised the issue of getting an opportunity to talk to the client. It is correct that when we came in, there was a detailed security arrangement and a delay. We were not able to speak to the clients. It's also correct, Mr. Chairman, accessing the accused persons that we zero active is not easy. So, unless there is an order from this court that their lawyers can access them free, it might appear as practical to ask for some dispensation so that, because, Mr. Chairman, the strict application of the rule the judge is referring to is not quite practical in the current circumstances. And yet, for the accused persons, they are entitled to representation. So, perhaps, as the prosecution, the judge and the court can find a way around which is flexible, which will accommodate so that the accused persons are represented, because the most important thing is for the accused persons to have representation. So we can ask, because it's within the power of this court, to make that dispensation, but also to speak to them so that we don't come here and speak on our own before we have had from them Mr. Chairman.
Just a procedural matter, Mr. Chairman. In light of the evidence given by the judge advocate and the pronouncements made by the panel, we are at a loss as to the fate of the ruling which has been pending before this honorable court, because the matter was adjourned. The question that has been put to council is whether it's ready to proceed with it. And separately, this matter has been adjourned for purposes of delivering a ruling. And it's me who made the submissions. And from the list they have read, that here I had no ordinance. So, Mr. Chairman, would that ruling be still valid? Does it still stand that we wait for a ruling which was, which is going to be based on submissions made by an advocate who presumably had no audience before this honorable court? So that is a serious procedural matter, so that if it is put out of the way, the anxiety and anticipation will have been addressed as such.
Sir, the ruling can be delivered. Yes, because he says he wants to know, and I'm being misquoted that I am becoming strict with the rules. If you have been practicing in civil courts, they know you. But if you are coming here and you have never been here, we don't know that even the last year you are practicing. And what I am advising the court is that you must bring last year's certificate to know that you are in a grace period. Others have filed it. So, sir, there is no strict terms I'm bringing. That is my advice, and the ruling, it has always been ready. It can also be delivered so that the Council of Babo gets to know about the ruling, and we proceed from there.
Mr. Chairman, the polite request which is still on the floor is that we have a chance to speak to the clients. Yes, otherwise, Mr. Chairman,
Because I don't know. Because what if it was read last time? What would have happened?
Mr. Chairman, the factual position as of now is that the ruling has not been made. So we kindly request, Mr. Chairman, that you permit us to speak with the accused persons. Hopefully, and perhaps before the ruling, we never know, we may have different instructions after we have spoken to them. We kindly request that you accommodate this.
Does it have any harm?
No, that's what I have. No, they have always said they are not ready until the senior council will not know is there, which is around the ruling. Even the public say what knows. So, the rules are very clear.
Mr. Chairman, the practice from the courts of law under the Constitution, like this one, which the advocate has advised us, is that a client can instruct you, and they are at liberty to instruct you before the court makes a final pronouncement in any matter. So to the extent that there was a request or an application by Mr. Elias Ukwago, my senior colleague, it is correct, I wasn't there. He was there and he made the submissions. The accused persons were there. And Mr. Chairman, I have not had an objection from the accused persons and from Mr. Ukwago that they insist that the ruling is there. Change what we are going to. It is a collection.
If I may be of use to the court, the absence of Aaron Chisa is a very fundamental issue, and until we talk to them, we do not know that what they are feeling about it is. So all these are matters that necessitate further instructions from them. I did indicate that each of the advocates appearing is covering a separate aspect. I do not know whether they are going to delegate the area Aaron Chisa was covering. I do not know their decision. So we are respectively again renewing our that we did give them time, the two gentlemen on the door, and before the court receives.
Chairman will receive the ruling, and that ruling will perhaps help us to sort out some of the issues that we are raised by the lawyers. accused persons. Therefore, the chairman declared that be pleased to read the ruling. That's all.
Final prayer, Mr. Chairman. Issues of instructions are fundamental. They are constitutional in nature. And indeed, you alluded to the fact that none of us here at the bar is at trial, and we are not the ones in the law. The rights of the accused persons in the document are paramount. It's vital and important that before we commit ourselves to receiving the ruling, we have a word. Already, I'm being indicted of having made submissions on their behalf without instruction. And the court is going to proceed, or is invited to proceed and pronounce itself on a matter where there are serious allegations that the submissions were made by a stranger to the court, not an officer. Those are serious matters that must be addressed. Mr. Chairman, actually it touches on the conduct of the advocate, if that happens. So we do humbly request, Mr. Chairman, that before you proceed to make any pronouncement, we retreat, even if it's not an hour, even if it is 20 minutes, at least we have a word with. And more especially in light of today's happenings, the unfortunate incident that happened before 2 years, when one of us is not here, Council Aaron Jesus, the assault that has happened in this very room.
No, that one, Council, I have heard and I have seen.
Now we
the bad thing you are talking of what happened, you are not talking about the conduct of your colleague. I thought you are going to withdraw your submissions you submitted the other day. If you are saying you are a stranger.
No, I said that is his opinion, that I had no audience at that time. Therefore, if I have no audience...
If you are withdrawing your submissions, then we can...
No, I'm not.
You can leave that.
I am not withdrawing the submissions.
And if you are not withdrawing letters...
But I was making reference to his advice that I had no audience at the time I made the submissions. Mr. Chairman, that is the fundamental question.
Told you like that. We are waiting for the ruling.
Mr. Chairman, I do request that we be permitted this time to confirm with the accused person. Just, even if it is 10 minutes, Mr. Chairman.
Once or ago, you are the one who submitted these submissions, and now we are giving here.
Mr. Chairman, we have no instruction to receive the ruling. Mr. Chairman, we have no instruction to receive the ruling.
Who told you that to receive the ruling you need instructions?
You are the one who submitted that way, Mr. Chairman. You are the one who submitted. Mr. Chairman, we were instructed as a team, and one of us, Honorable Chiza, has suffered the unfortunate incident which happened this morning. Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman, we wouldn't want to, because right now, even what we are doing, Mr. Chairman, if you are to go by his submission, the PC for the law firm of A.F. Mbanga that was submitted is one of Ernest Kalibala, and he's not here. And you are insisting on that list given by the registrar.
Why do you talk for Kalibala?
Because these are the matters invoked by
Now, Council,
I request
first tell me, are you withdrawing what you submitted the other day?
I need to confirm. I asked if I'm given instructions to withdraw, I will proceed. This is the instruction I am seeking to receive. This is the instruction I'm seeking to receive from the client, whether we should withdraw or not. And that is the fundamental, Mr. Chairman, is constitution. Let us be guided by the constitution. Mr. Chairman, it is this army which went to the bush and brought into the constitutional order. Let us respect it. Mr. Chairman, I request.
Now please not respecting the law.
I think sir, as of Babu himself, you are the one who said that you don't know the effect of the ruling you will have on you in the case. So how do you make you turn now?
I've told you some of these things which are happening, which are not going right. Some are badly caused by you. So listen for the ruling. Please. You can't be lawyers stand up. Who is calling lawyers to stand up? Who is calling lawyers to stand up? Can you sit down? We don't have to go out. Go out if you want to go out. If you want to go out, please go out. We can listen even when you are seated. And we have been listening. Now who is who?
Mr. Chairman.
So all these people want to speak at the same time. You see but we have one mic. Which is in his hands.
What this court has conducted itself outside several times. Why we get
the mic is with Council Mpanga. The mic is with Council Mpanga.
Mr. Chairman, I beg for your indulgence. The submissions of the matter coming, which is now before you, were made before the record. So we were not in court at that time. That is why our letter, cited by the member from the ministry, is dated the 9th of December after the 6th when that hearing took place. As submitted by my senior colleague, an hour might be wrong because we have lost 2 hours. We kindly request for a standoff 15 minutes to pass so that we kindly.
The court is adjourned for 15 minutes.
Embeera bw'etyo bwebadde mu kkooti. Omukulu letaali Dr. Kooti Besigye ndowooza mulabye Katemba gwe bakoze olunaku olwaleero mu kkooti. Tetumanyi lwakiri bwe kiti naye nga bwe kityo bwe bakikoze olunaku olwaleero. Ennaku z'omwezi ziri 7 mwaka tuli mu 2023 naye nga bataata bamaama twongera obbajjukiza nti omwaka gwo gukyatambula nga kugenda mu maaso. Bano bo nabo bakyakola katemba baabwe, ffe ne tubagamba it's very okay.